In this video, I'm going to show you how to make sure that your restaurant's menu and packaging is optimized for delivery. Welcome back to Restaurant Ninjas. My name's Matt. Let's jump into some delivery talk. The first adjustment to make to your recipes when you're setting up delivery is to test them thoroughly and make sure that they carry well. Conduct some experiments. Make up all of your items, drive them out to the furthest location you're going to deliver to, open them up and test them. See how they taste, see how they hold up. Are the steaks overcooked? Is the chicken rubbery? Maybe you need to make some adjustments to your recipe. Or maybe you need to make some adjustments to your standard operating procedures. You won't know unless you try and test it out. If you struggle with this, you might need to consider a reduced delivery menu and not offer certain items to go. If you can't give it out right, don't give it out at all. One example of changing operating procedures would be when you're cooking steaks. Some packaging, I've noticed that you actually need to cook the steak a temperature below what they're ordered at in order for it to arrive at the correct doneness level. I just made that up. Doneness, I made that up. Tip number 2 is to focus on ensuring that your food is not soggy or greasy. The cause of this is heat and moisture trapped inside the container. It's most common with fried foods, actually. The way to fix it is to vent your container or have a container already that has little vents in it for air. You probably don't realize this, but a lot of the big players in delivery and fast food already do this. Why do you think McDonald's and Burger King and everybody serves their French fries in a bag or an open carton rather than a box? It's to allow the air to get in there so that they don't get all soggy and nasty. To help with grease, use corrugated paper underneath your product. Think of a pizza box. That paper is what makes the pizza not get all soggy and nasty. The thicker the paper, the better your product's going to be. Which is, again, why fast food places use boxes. It helps the burger not get all soggy. Tip number 3 is to invest in good packaging. I know it's expensive, but it's a very worthwhile investment because your food will end up better because of it. I'm not talking about branded packaging here, even though that's great. I'm talking about packaging with vents, with separations for different items, that packaging that holds heat or holds cold. Make sure you get the right stuff. Don't just buy the cheapest. When it comes to the price of the packaging, if you have to choose between compromising branding or quality, get rid of branding. Quality is way more important when it comes to your carryout supplies because it's going to transfer over to your food quality. And remember, the goal of the packaging is to retain the original temperature without inducing a bunch of moisture that's going to make the food soggy and greasy. Print up labels for every menu item you have and print up some modified stickers. That way you can label every single item on your menu. As far as plasticware, paper plates, and utensils go, don't just give them out automatically. That's wasted money. Ask everybody who orders, hey, did you want us to supply plasticware? Sounds like a waste of time, but it saves a bunch of money over time to help you offset some of the cost of the expensive packaging. Tip number 4 is to separate hot and cold packaging completely. I mean, separate boxes, separate bags, separate insulated bags, which, by the way, you should be using insulated bags when you take your food out. I hate it when I see a salad and a pizza come in the same bag together. It doesn't work well. Same goes for salads with hot proteins on top. If you order a chicken Caesar salad and you serve it with hot chicken, that's going to be nasty by the time you get it. Your salad's going to be warm. Instead, serve the chicken on the side in a separate box, or consider changing your recipe so the chicken comes cooked and cold instead. The same goes for the sandwich set that goes on your burgers, the lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle. Don't put them on unless you absolutely have to. Ideally, leave them off to the side or put them in a separate container. My final tip, tip number 5, is to separate sauces and gravies. Any sandwich or menu item with an abundance of sauce should be served with the sauce on the side. So items like prime rib dip, meatball sub, biscuits and gravy, stuffing and gravy, which is my favorite. All those things are going to get really soggy by the time they get to their location, so consider putting the sauce or the gravy on the side. Unless you're delivering to me, I like my stuffing all mushy with the gravy. Good stuff. Thank God it's almost Thanksgiving. That's all I got for today. Hope these tips help. Till next time, remember, it is a beautiful day to be alive.